Hello friends, welcome to my channel Botanical Studio. In this video, we will discuss about amino acids. The discussion will go through following points: introduction of amino acids, structure of amino acids, classification of amino acids, properties of amino acids, and finally functions of amino acids. Introduction of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. Among the thousands of amino acids available in nature, only 20 different kinds of amino acids combines in different sequence and number to form various kinds of proteins in all the living cells, maybe in a virus, bacteria, yeast, plant or human cell. While other amino acids are modified amino acids and called non-protein amino acids. Structure of amino acids. All 20 of the common amino acids are alpha amino acids. They contain a carboxyl group, an amino group, and a side chain, that is R group, all attached to the alpha carbon. Exceptions are glycine, which do not have a side chain. Its alpha carbon contains two hydrogens. Proline, in which the nitrogen is a part of a ring. Thus, each amino acid has an amine group at one end and acid group at the other end, and a distinctive side chain. The backbone is the same for all amino acids, while the side chain differs from one amino acid to the next. These are the structures of 20 different amino acids. Glycine. It is the only amino acid without an asymmetrical carbon atom. This side chain contains hydrogen. Alanine has a methyl group at its side chain. Valine has two methyl groups in the side chains. Leucine has a side chain similar to that of valine, except that it has an additional CH2 group. Isoleucine is an isomer of leucine but has a second asymmetrical carbon atom. Serine, the replacement of beta hydrogen of alanine by a hydroxyl group, that is OH group, gives serines. The serine has a hydroxyl group in the side chain. Threonine is the other aliphatic amino acid with a hydroxyl group in the side chain. It has a second asymmetric center. Cysteine. Cysteine can be derived from alanine by replacement of hydrogen with an SH group. Thus, the side chain of cysteine contains a sulfur atom. Methionine. Methionine is the other amino acid with a sulfur atom in the side chain. The starting amino acid in the synthesis of polypeptide chain is the methionine in eukaryotes, and in prokaryote it is N-formyl methionine. Aspartic acid is a dicarboxylic amino acid. The carboxyl group of the side chain dissociates at physiological pH to give the negatively charged side chain. Asparagine is the uncharged derivative of aspartate. It contains a terminal amide group instead of carboxylate. Glutamic acid is the other dicarboxylic amino acid. Like in aspartic acid, the carboxyl group of the side chain dissociates at physiological pH to give a negatively charged side chain. Glutamine is the uncharged derivative of glutamate. Like asparagine, it contains a terminal amide group instead of carboxylate. Arginine Arginine is positively charged at neutral pH and therefore it is a basic amino acid. Lysine is also positively charged at neutral pH. Histidine may be positively charged or neutral depending upon the local environment. It is the only amino acid having a proton that dissociates in the neutral pH range. Phenylalanine. It is the aromatic amino acid. Replacement of beta hydrogen of alanine by phenyl gives phenylalanine. Tyrosine is also an aromatic amino acid. Structurally, it is hydroxylated derivative of phenylalanine. Tryptophan, it is also an aromatic amino acid. Proline has an amino group instead of amino group attached to the alpha carbon atom. It is therefore an amino acid and not an amino acid. Classification of amino acids. Amino acids are classified in four different ways. First, on the basis of structure of side chain. Second, depending upon the solubility in water. Third, depending upon their nutritional requirement. And last, fourth, depending upon their metabolic fate. First, on the basis of structure of side chain, the amino acids are classified into aliphatic amino acids, aromatic amino acids, hydroxyl amino acid, sulfur containing amino acid, acidic amino acid, basic amino acid with imino group. Second, depending upon the solubility in water, the amino acids are classified as hydrophobic amino acids and hydrophilic amino acids. Depending upon their nutritional requirement, the amino acids are classified as essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. Depending upon their metabolic fate, the amino acids are classified into glucogenic amino acid, ketogenic amino acid, and both glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. Let's study the classification of amino acid in detail. First, on the basis of structure of side chain, the amino acids are classified as follows. First, aliphatic amino acids with aliphatic side chain. For example, glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, and methionine. Second, aromatic amino acid with side chain containing aromatic ring. For example, phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. Hydroxy amino acids with side chain containing hydroxyl group, for example, serine and threonine. Sulfur containing amino acid with side chain containing sulfur atom, for example, cysteine and methionine. Dicarboxylic amino acid and their amides with side chain containing acidic group or their amides or negatively charged. For example, glutamic acid and glutamine, aspartic acid and asparagine. Basic amino acids with side chain containing basic group or positively charged amino acids. For example, lysine, arginine, histidine. Amino acid with imino group with side chain containing imino group instead of amino group. For example, proline and hydroxyproline. Second, on the basis of depending upon the solubility in water, the amino acids are classified into hydrophobic amino acid and hydrophilic amino acids. First, hydrophobic amino acid. Amino acids insoluble in water are known as hydrophobic amino acid. For example, alanine, valine, isoleucine, leucine, methionine, phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. Hydrophilic amino acids. Amino acids which are soluble in water are known as hydrophilic amino acids. For example, lysine, arginine, histidine, aspartic acid, serine, threonine, glutamic acid, asparagine, glutamine, etc. Depending upon their nutritional requirement, the amino acids are classified into two groups, essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids which cannot be synthesized in the body and therefore they must be present in the diet in order for the process of protein synthesis. The essential amino acids are isoleucine, leucine, valine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, and histidine. Non-essential amino acids. There are 11 different types of non-essential amino acids. These amino acids can be synthesized in the body itself and hence not necessarily need to be acquired through diet. The non-essential amino acids are alanine, arginine, asparagine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamic acid, glutamine, glycine, proline, serine, tyrosine, etc. Amino acids are also classified on the basis of metabolic fate into glucogenic amino acid, ketogenic amino acid, both glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. First, glucogenic amino acids. These amino acids serve as precursors for glucose formation. For example, alanine, arginine, aspartic acid, asparagine, cysteine, methionine, glutamate, glutamine, glycine, histidine, proline, serine, threonine, and valine. Ketogenic amino acids. These amino acids break down to form ketone bodies. For example, leucine and lysine. Both glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. These amino acids break down to form precursors for both ketone bodies and glucose. For example, tyrosine, isoleucine, phenylalanine, and tryptophan. This is the chart which represents the structure of amino acids as well as the classification of amino acids. The red color indicates aliphatic amino acids, the green color indicates aromatic amino acids, the orange color indicates acidic amino acids, the blue color indicates basic amino acids, the pink color indicates hydroxylic amino acids, the yellow color indicates sulfur containing amino acids, the dark blue color indicates amino acids. The continuous circle indicates non-essential amino acids, while the dotted circle indicates essential amino acids. Let us discuss now the physical properties of amino acids. Amino acids are colorless crystalline solids. All amino acids have high melting point, greater than 200 degrees Celsius. Amino acids are soluble in water, slightly soluble in alcohol, and dissolve with difficulty in methanol, ethanol, and propanol. On heating to high temperature, amino acids decomposes. All amino acids except glycine are optically active. Physical property of amino acid is zwitterions. Amino acids have an acidic group, that is a proton donor. They also have a basic group, that is amino group, that is proton acceptor. A compound capable of both donating and accepting proton and thus able to act either as an acid or a base is known as amphoteric molecule. Amino acids have both anions and cations in solution, and such compounds are called zwitterions. The next physical property of amino acid is the isoelectric pH. The pH at which the positive charge on the amino acid is equal to the negative charges is known as isoelectric pH. At this pH, the net charge will be zero, and hence it does not move either to the positive or negative electrode when subject to an electrical field. At pH 1, all the molecules exist in zwitterion form. Chemical properties of amino acids. Reaction due to amino group. Ninhydrin test. This test identifies or detects amino acids. If amino acids are heated with ninhydrin, they form a purple blue colored compound which is measured colorimetrically. Reaction with nitrous acid. It is a method by which amino acids are measured depending upon the amount of nitrogen released. When amino acid reacted with nitrous acid to form alpha hydroxy acid. Reaction with carbonyl compounds. The amino group in the amino acids reacted with carbonyl compounds forming a Schiff's base. Reaction with Sanger's reagent. Amino acid react with Sanger's reagent, that is 1-fluoro-2,4-dinitrobenzene, forming a yellow colored complex. This reagent is used to detect the N-terminal amino acid in the protein. Reaction due to carboxylic group. Reaction with hydrazine. Hydrazine is used to detect the C-terminal amino acid in protein. It forms a complex with the amino acid by reacting with the carboxylic group. Reaction due to both amino and carboxylic group. Due to the presence of both amino and carboxylic group in the amino acids, the amino group of one amino acid reacted with the carboxylic group of another amino acid to form a peptide bond, and this peptide bond is important during the formation of protein synthesis. Functions of amino acids. In particular, 20 very important amino acids are crucial for life as they contain peptides and proteins and are known as the building blocks for all living things. The linear sequence of amino acid residues in a polypeptide chain determines the three-dimensional configuration of a protein, and the structure of proteins determines its function. Amino acids are imperative for sustaining the health of the human body. They largely promotes the production of hormones, structure of muscles, human nervous systems, healthy functioning, the health of vital organs, and normal cellular structure. The amino acids are used by various tissues to synthesize proteins and to produce nitrogen containing compounds, for example, purines, heme, creatine, epinephrine, etc. or they are oxidized to produce energy. The breakdown of both dietary and tissue proteins yield nitrogen containing substrate and carbon skeletons. The nitrogen containing substrate are used in the biosynthesis of purines, pyrimidines, neurotransmitters, hormones, porphyrins, and non essential amino acids. The carbon skeletons are used as a fuel source in the citric acid cycle, used for gluconeogenesis, or used in the fatty acid synthesis. So, this is all about introduction of amino acids, classification of amino acids, physical and chemical properties of amino acids, and finally functions of amino acids.